A Michael Irvin on their way, crossing over with first take to talk about fly Eagles flying. How about them Cowboys Sunday Night Football last night? Here we go. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles looking to remain perfect. Cowboys looking to make a statement on the road. Late first. Eagles 4th and 4. They're going for it. Or are they? Tricky Eagles.
Shocking penalties hurt the Dallas Cowboys. Great job of using cadence. They get fouled to jump off sides. My lot of moves. Early first down for the Philadelphia.
We call that a no-brainer. There was no brain on that one.
Early second quarter on the ensuing, they get the first down and Miles Sanders gets the touchdown. Eagles, we like to dance. Meanwhile, first play of the Cowboys next drive.
Great job by the defensive driving on the football. What do you call it?
Quarterback controversy.
Simpson overthrow.
Gotta get those.
That's C.J. Gardner-Johnson with the catch. Eagles fans love it. Following the turnover, 3rd and 3. A.J. Brown.
Yeah, they use man coverage against them. A.J. Brown lines up on the left, has to run through a ton of traffic defensively, walk-in touchdown.
That sets up this. C.D. Lamb on a 3rd and 9. Gets 9.5, but hold on a minute. As he clearly stretches the ball out and gets the first down, the officials spot him just short. Mike McCarthy does not challenge the call. They go for it on 4th and 1. Rex.
Yeah, horrendous decision, man. Never assume you have anything. I don't care, inch, whatever, forget that. Should have thrown the flag, obviously. It doesn't cost them the game, but it's horrible.
Doesn't help. It cost them 3 points. 17-0 Eagles. Next Cowboy drive.
Really good job. Slade playing underneath because they're going to double backside with Michael Gallup. This is the best corner in football this season.
He slayed the Cowboys.
Eagles up 20-3 at the half. Third quarter. Give the Cowboys credit. They came back in this game, RC, behind Zeke Elliott.
Listen, Ezekiel Elliott showed some of what made him one of the top running backs in the league last night. Yeah. They have to keep doing that even when Dak Prescott's back at quarterback.
Down 20-10, and then they keep feeding Zeke in the third.
Listen, feed him. When Zeke has the shirt up, you know what time it is. Let's go. Let's get it all in his mouth. Ooh, pause.
2 plays later, Jake Ferguson takes it in for the score. Cowboys down just 20-17. Next Eagles drive. Huge play, 3rd and 4.
This is a beautiful job by Jalen Hurts. Almost changed the play at the line of scrimmage right before the snap. Realized coverage flaws out of there, and he puts his back foot in the ground, gets a first down.
They keep the drive alive, and then 2nd and 9. Look at Hurts.
I love the ball placement. Back shoulder. A.J. Brown knows it, spins out of it. Early conversion. And
that sets up this 1st and goal in the RPO.
Watch Devontae Smith at the bottom of the screen. He blocks. Poor discipline with the eyes on the back end for the Cowboys. Beautiful job by Jalen Hurts finding his receiver.
26-17. They go for the 2. They don't get it. Cowboys last chance. Dan, one more time.
This Eagles secondary is fantastic. C.J. Gardner-Johnson playing middle of the field. This is a nice ball. Middle of the field, easy interception.
Eagles get the win. Cooper Rush throws 3 picks. They're still perfect. Micah Parsons, not in the highlight, had this to say after.
We're going to get better from this. The things that we did are our mistakes. We're going to learn from them. And, we got a long way to go, but, you don't win championships in 6 games. So we got a long road.
Okay, so it was a night for statements to be made. RC, what statement was made last night?
The statement is that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Like, we might as well be done with it. When you look at this team and what they've accomplished throughout this season, you say, okay, no, they haven't played a great defense, or it's not about they haven't seen doomsday. Well, they saw doomsday last night. And what we saw was Nick Sirianni, who I remember watching in the first press conference that was supposed to be reading a script, couldn't read the script, couldn't play off of the script, had no adjustment to the script. I was like, well, this guy can't coach. He can't even adjust his speech when he gets a job that he's been waiting for his entire life. How is he going to perform on that job he's been waiting for his entire life? He showed you last night. Last night, that plan was as college and as Jalen Hurts as the offensive plan could possibly be. Yeah. And on the other side of that, and Dan, to get to this, it also affected the Dallas Cowboys' best player. Yeah. And when they needed to make plays in the second half, which they haven't had to do throughout this season, which we didn't see them do against the Arizona Cardinals, Nick Sirianni remembered who they were. We're physical, we're going to run it, and we have a dude that we can throw it to on the outside that is hard as hell to get on the ground. And his name is A.J. Brown. You gave him $100 million, use him on nights like tonight. You have an offensive line, use them on nights like tonight. Lane Johnson walks into the locker room, and I say, oh my gosh, Micah Parsons is about to go crazy. And Nick Sirianni said, as Lee Cooper would say, not so fast, my friend. They had everything planned the way it needed to be. And again, this defense showed up. In the back end, they were able to make plays. On the front end, they pressured the quarterback. This is exactly the outing they need to go forward into a bye.
I mean, the plan was great. There's no question about it. The Eagles, though, clearly are the best team in the NFC. It's not close. Why? Because they're outstanding on offense and outstanding on defense. The most underrated part about this football team is, look, their pass rush is every bit as good as Dallas's. Right. All right, statistically. The difference is they got 2 unbelievable corners right now. Yeah. And so when you got 2 lockdown corners, you can get after the quarterback, man. I mean, it's lights out, and they can close out games. The other thing is, here's the other, Micah Parsons. What Nick Sirianni did is smart. You can't get a sack on a running play.
Right.
And I think that's what we saw out of this team.
Let's take a look at that tape. Micah Parsons is the MVP of the league coming into this game. And I specifically mentioned we didn't see him in the highlight, not as a criticism of him, but as an indication of just what a great job they did.
Well, when he was off the ball, they became a throwing football team because he can't rush the quarterback. This is just a little shallow cross that Dallas got it. This is really all in that first series or 2 for them offensively. So then when he's on the ball, they wanted to run to him. Sometimes it would be that zone read where they don't even block and they put him in conflict and they make him a decision maker. They run away from him. Again, in that very same rhythm of plays, this time we're going to see him again off the football. When he's off the football, you want to become a throwing football team to make sure that he doesn't do what he does best, which is rush the passer. Everyone says he's the greatest pass rusher in the NFL right now. To Rex's point, they can't do it when he's off the football. I thought it was fascinating to watch that happen. I counted like 19 times that it kind of the in-between. There was 9 times when he played off the ball and they threw it, 10 times when he played on the ball and they ran it. So basically, they took their best player out of the football game. Greeny, my big takeaway is this. It's the Eagles, the Bills, and the Kansas City Chiefs, and everybody else. Those are the 3 elite teams in the NFL this year, and that was a beatdown last night, guys. I mean, this was an absolute, if the Eagles don't come out flat in the second half, this game is an absolute beatdown.
Well, the other part is this, though, and this is unfortunate for the Dallas Cowboys. This team is just made to beat them. This team is made to execute against them. And Dan said this probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. He said the teams that I think are the best situated to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and one of those teams were the Philadelphia Eagles because the way they were built up front.
Correct.
I didn't necessarily know that they would be this sound schematically as compared to the Dallas Cowboys. And what we saw from Dallas, first of all, I know Dallas fans are like really sad this morning, and Stephen A's coming on at 9. It's because Dallas fans start to believe, like they really start to believe, right? Yeah. When they start winning, it's like, oh my God, we are going to the Super Bowl with Cooper Rush. That doesn't have to happen. If you told the Dallas fans you'd be 4-1 in 5 games with Cooper Rush, you'd be like, hell yeah, give me that. They played a team last night that is built to beat them. Right. And the only way that they can offset that is if Dak Prescott comes back and plays great. That's what it's about. But how about this? Stop it. No more, even if Greeny needs it for the show, no more Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott will be in the quarterback controversy. Cooper Rush, great guy. Hated to see that you had to go through that, but sometimes you got to go through that to get to a place that you might not have got if you ain't go through what you went through. Good job, Cooper Rush, keeping us relevant for now. And when Dak Prescott comes back, Greeny's going to find a new way to start the A's that is not a quarterback controversy, but still involves the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you.
That's exactly right. And I'll tell you what it is. When they get back, and he's coming back this week, the Cowboys will show everyone they are absolutely the team to beat in the NFC. And I will talk about that with my friend Michael Irvin, who's on his way in here this morning. Stephen A. can come in and laugh. Oh, yeah, sure. 9 o'clock this morning, we'll have Stephen A. in here. 9:30, Michael Irvin will be in here, and he will set him straight. Stephen A., again, he last night, just to give you a little taste of how he reacted to this game last night, here was Stephen A. after it ended.
14-0. Woo! You know something? It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night. I would normally tell you first take in the morning, but it's going to be first take and get up in the morning. You're going to get a double dose.
Stephen A. was feeling good. And again, he's on his way in here. Michael Irvin's on his way in here. We're going to have all kinds of fun. The Cowboys, Stephen A. and Michael Irvin on their way in here this morning. Okay, so that was one statement that was made yesterday. How about another? Bills, Chiefs, Arrowhead, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. You can't ask for more. This is the best rivalry. What you're looking at on your screen is now the best rivalry in the National Football League. Second quarter, 3rd and 10. Mahomes, how does he do it?
Just the ability to kind of continue to make the play or keep it alive. He runs around for 6 or 7 seconds. Juju finds space and not only makes that catch, but then he's strong enough to go score afterwards.
22 seconds left in the half now, and it is a low-scoring affair. Josh Allen hadn't figured it out until he finally does.
Beautiful job of realizing I got one-on-one coverage on the outside. Gabe Davis has become one of the best big play receivers in all the NFL.
But they left 16 seconds on the clock. They should have known better. Here comes Kansas City again.
Really good job of just situational clock management. They get the ball out, timeout gets popped. Watch Butker after he kicks this. You don't even watch it, man. He walks away from a field goal that was 65 yards into the fan.
62 yards exactly. New Chiefs record. We're tied at 10 at halftime. Third quarter. Allen, how about this throw?
Very similar to the Gabe Davis touchdown. Backside safety.